What do May 2026, August 2022 and June 2024 have in common for Trump? That's what we are going to break down today. From May 11th to June 12th, Trump's horoscope will carry an aggressive influence on the ninth house, the house of law, courts and legal systems. When this house comes under transit pressure, legal themes in a person's life move to the foreground in their sharpest form. Trump currently has over 800 active legal cases simultaneously. That's simply the reality of his presidency. But the current cycle is not preparing general intensification of background noise. It's preparing genuine, serious tension from the law. Let's look at the two previous windows when this cycle was active in his chart. August 2022. 4 years ago, the transit began on June 26, 2022. On August 8, the FBI arrived at Mar-a-Lago and conducted a search of the former president's residence. 30 agents, 33 boxes of seized documents, 11 sets of classified materials including items marked top secret. A note on the building itself. Mar-a-Lago was originally constructed in the 1920s as the official winter residence for US presidents. Its owner, Marjorie Post, bequeathed it to the government for exactly that purpose. The government declined. The property was too expensive to maintain. In 1985, Trump purchased it, so the building ultimately became a presidential residence after all, and it was there that agents discovered dozens of empty folders bearing classified markings, while their contents were never found. June 2024. 2 years ago, the transit began on June 1st, 2024, but even before it opened on April 3rd, Trump had already become the first president in history to be held in contempt of court. And then on May 3rd at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, the jury returned to the courtroom after 9.5 hours of deliberation and delivered the verdict: guilty on all 34 counts. The first president in American history to be convicted on criminal charges. Trump spent the entirety of June 2024 as a convicted felon, awaiting sentencing that was originally scheduled for July 11th, 4 days before the Republican National Convention, where he was to be nominated as the party presidential candidate. From May 11th to June 12th, 2026, this cycle returns and once again strikes the ninth house of Trump's chart. Legal and political events surrounding him during this period will influence the political climate, the markets, and how the country feels about itself, exactly as it felt in August 2022 and June 2024. When something legally unprecedented happened around the head of state, it changed everything around it, regardless of who you voted for. However, within this window, there are two specific dates when the transit works for Trump, not against him, and in all likelihood, this is exactly what will save him when the moment demands it. June 5th, 2026. Jupiter forms a conjunction with Trump's natal Saturn, and in astrology this is a transit that supports career, status and authority. In plain terms, on this day and around it, Trump receives a foundation. Something in his position solidifies despite the pressure surrounding him. June 15, 2026. Jupiter touches Trump's natal Venus. Venus in his chart is connected to finances and business relationships. This is a transit that may bring financial support or advantageous agreements. The scenario for this window looks like this: pressure and legal events in the first half and specific points of exit and support in the second. Until next time.